on the bottom of the ocean, there are these images, and they are like the directions of how the planet came up to be. And I follow these directions, and they take me closer to its point of origin. And it's really interesting because if you see this feature right here, it's telling me that something rotated 180 degrees. That's what I think. That's what I think it means. I could be wrong, but what I do then is I rotate something because I'm claiming that this has to be from the planet's core. This is why it's spread out like a deck of cards. You say you have 100 sheets of paper, and you take a hot poker or you burn an electrical mark across it. Well, when you spread out those papers, you got reoccurring patterns of that, of the hot poker or the electrical discharge that you shocked across it. And that's basically what this planet's like. It's like all those papers spread out, and each one is a different level of that charge or hot poker. And because of this, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I think is happening. And I'm sure I'm not all right about everything on this, but there's just too many alignments. Anyway, so I'm saying that you got these lines running across, and they mean something, but what's weird is they mean multiple things depending on where they align around the planet, because they're different. There's different layers of the same thing. It's strange, but what it is like this planet was smaller, and because it increased in size, things are duplicated. And if I'm wrong, then I wouldn't have a single alignment to show you, would I? Just by rotating this up, following this image, I'm going to show you some reoccurring patterns. Alright, so here I have North America right here, and then I rotated the southern part of North America, and like the instructions said, and you know what, when you kind of look at this, it kind of looks like it, because these are all mountains, and then it looks like this is kind of like, I don't know, more of a flat land compared to up here. Okay, so I have this turn around, and I'm going to see if these align. And they do look like they align. You can see like this dark area smashing against that. But let me get some close-up shots, because this looks like we need to look at it really close. So here are those larger shots, and I'm going to bring it in. Bring it past so I can bring it in this way. It's kind of weird is this feature right here that looks like it's blown out. When I bring this in, it looks like something is blowing it out, and it kind of lines up and everything. That's weird. Look, it looks like it's coming out of there. And if these are reoccurring you know what, and then look right here, if these are reoccurring patterns, they would show a movie like this. I mean, oops, is this right here? Hold on, I forget where it was lined up. I'm trying to see if this matches any underwater features here. It kind of does right there. And this does seem about the right size. Look. All right, there it does. it looks a lot like it. Looks like something's pouring out. That's, yeah, it does. It looks exactly like that. Look, see, and then it's kind of the edge of it. And then, oh, I bet you this moves up because look, it continues to pour out. Oh, it does match too. Look. So and then why did I move it? That was kind of weird. Oh yeah, to line it up like that. It's like a giant flood of material. And it's trippy because look, you got this feature fitting in there, like it's part of this, like it's missing from there. See? And then of course, like I said, this is before I seen this, by the way. Before I seen this kind of a lineup, I said that Yellowstone Park, the Grand Canyon, and the California Basin were all related. And this is kind of showing that that's what happened. And it's weird because it's like, when it goes in, it looks like it's matching the coastline, but it's leaking. You know what I mean? Like, let me see if I can dim this out. Maybe change the color. Okay, I dimmed this out so to make it hopefully easier. And I'm looking for alignments. I'm looking for stuff that gives it away. It just looks like it fits, like piece by piece. That fits in there now, right here. And then look, you got this stuff right here, and then when I push this out, it looks like it lines up with stuff, like as if it's like as if it's continuing the image. And then look, I can easily just move this around and line it up with the coastline. And you know how it's like weird, my eyes can totally see this. It like sees multiple alignments at once when I move it off and then when I move it on. And it's like this is coming out. And look, it fits again. And here's the Grand Canyon. Oh, I know this has got to be hard for you guys to see because you're not used to looking at this stuff. But look, and then the rest of the features too, look like as if it's pouring out. See how it's the sizing? Oh shit, it even looks like it fits there, like it comes in. Okay, if I can do this right. Yeah, like that, look. I don't know if you can watch all that at once, but I mean, you can just tell that these are related. And if you match this up in here, I think you see the coastline matching up and these features telling a bit of a story, almost like it's breaking out of this, like this island is breaking out. And okay, so look how that matches there, and then it matches again up in here. Gosh darn it, I wish I'd keep that centered. It's like it doesn't move where I want it to, and I keep doing it. I keep messing with it, you know, like I just keep going with it. But look, and it's trippy because you got this right here coming off by Yellowstone Park. And you know what? It kind of looks like the features inside. Okay, so I don't know if you guys could see that, but I think you guys can see that there is definitely a connection. There's an alignment here that shouldn't be. Why should I be able to flip southern part of North America around and fit it up in north just because I saw it on the bottom of the ocean? And look how right here, the Gulf of Mexico, look how it lines up. Watch. Right here, like, it looks like the deeper part of the Gulf of Mexico. You know, like it going up in steps. That's trippy. How does it fit in here? Does it fit good? Yeah, it just does. So anyways, that's the alignment. And okay, well, I erased some of the ocean right here, thinking maybe it makes it easier to see this. The alignment, see it on this side? It's like perfect. And then it looks like it even rotates right here. It's kind of trippy, man, because like it looks like these are points of rotation. And yeah, it's trippy. I mean, you guys can see this alignment, right? Yeah, I mean, it seems obvious to me that this is an alignment. So I'm gonna see what do the ocean bottoms say the next movement is. Okay, so here's the globe shots again. I use these to find out what's going on in other areas when I line this up. And you can see I'm gonna line this up again right there. You can tell that's just totally in alignment. It almost looks like it needs to rotate a hair like that. And so if I look over here, you can see there's this line, and you can see this. It's kind of strange because it kind of lines up over here as this is over here, and it looks like it's saying that it rolls in. See, it looks like it rolls inwards, and you get that line right here, see? So I'm going to roll that in and see what happens. And it does look like it would roll in. Look, with this feature right here. Okay, so we got this rolled. Line this back up. And this will most likely be very hard to see. So I'll do one at a time maybe. Okay, so I'm going to match them up one at a time because it's really hard to see them all stacked on each other. So as I bring in this one, you can see Cuba right here, and with its really round island. And you can see this area right here. I believe this is from rotation. And then it fits right in there. Let me zoom out and move it again. And you know what? Right now I'll make a prediction. I'm gonna bet that this also rotates and goes in there, and then this ends up being in here somehow, because I'm almost positive that I'll bet you this is about the size of the Eye of the Sahara. And I'm starting to see that these are the result of something rotating, large pieces of land rotating. And that's where you get that perfect circle. And I don't know if you've ever seen the Eye of the Sahara. Let me show you. This is the Eye of the Sahara. So what created the Eye of the Sahara? I think there's only one thing that could create that. And I think it's plasma.
Between the two CERN dome-shaped magnetic field emitters, you will notice a sun-like sphere of plasma with an outer shell surrounding it. Then you will notice a disk of plasma around the equator of this sphere, as well as axial jets being emitted from the nucleus of the reaction. In addition, this plasma structure spins at high speeds, and solar flare-like emissions are also seen coming from the core of the reaction. Experimental parameters such as spacing and orientation of the emitters were varied to see what effects these changes had on the plasma formations that developed. In addition, several different purging gases were used to see what effect this would have on the plasma. The gases tried thus far include ordinary air, argon, hydrogen, and helium. After several days of experimentation, the magnetic models of the CERN dome were removed from the vacuum chamber and photographed. Here you can see some of the very colorful glass deposits.
And I'll make another prediction. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge, where it comes in right here, this is part of the rotation in the vortex, and I bet you it ends up lining up with that right there. But we'll see. I think all of these are related to the Eye of the Sahara and this tip right here. And these move, I bet you. And we'll just see about it. Okay, so I went ahead and got snapshots of each of those areas, and they are the same distance away from the satellite that took this snapshot, so that the sizing is accurate. And here you got that point of rotation, and you can see that this is from Cuba. And you know, you can tell that this is rotating because look at the arm that comes off of it. And it fits in there perfect. I mean, considering that it's round. And then we got the Eye of Sahara, which is right here. And you can see it is the right size for this area. But I want to show you something. I have a question. I'm wondering if you can answer this by the time this video's over. You see these islands right here? Can you tell them, do Do you know what's unusual about these islands right here? And I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. Okay, so I'm going to back out of this and move that out of the way, bring this in. Yeah, just like that. And what's weird is you see these marks of these islands. They all seem to play together here as I bring it in. Okay, let me think about this. I'm kind of doing this off the cuff, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. But it does line up. Well, things are about to take an interesting turn right now. And what I believe is absolute proof that I'm 100% dead on here. So check this out. Okay, I just wanted to show you something. I enlarged these two areas here, and when I bring them together, you'll see that these are the same distance apart as this, but also you'll see the coastline right here and here. As I bring them together, they're a perfect fit, like a fingerprint. This can't be denied. I mean, it's too good. It's too precise. And it supports everything that I've been saying. Look. Just look at that alignment. Look as it comes in. Look at the perfect match. This looked like it happened yesterday. It's so precise. And as it comes in, it looks like it may move like that. You see the rematching? And then the two fingers here, and then you can see the place that I lined up. This is all related to the Eye of the Sahara, by the way, but you can see where this lines up here. It then takes off traveling this way, and that question I asked you is going to be related to this. Look, and then it drops down and locks in. And most likely, I'm going to guess this flips around. It twists, and when it spins, twisting is spinning. The same thing, it's just like a different direction. And then look at the rest of the image. As I back it out, do you see a match? Remember this is the place where I was saying that stuff was flowing out of? You can see that there's a story here. And look at the snow line, the way it matches as I bring it in. I mean, how much longer can people deny these alignments that I'm showing them? I don't know. I could tell you this. Well, I know I'm right. It's just that the rest of the world doesn't know I'm right. That's the only thing that's going on here. See the matching? Recurring patterns, they reline up. There's that, right? You see that? Move it back. And in. It's crazy to be right about something, but then have the entire world believe that you're wrong. What a trip. What makes these islands unusual is they're getting larger. See, they're getting larger. They're getting larger. And they're getting larger. And they're getting larger. And they get larger. See? And they get larger and larger. It's obviously, this is from spinning and rotation. And that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching.